guys, how's it going? Well, as most of you probably know by now, the Dollar Tree has had some new Blu-rays come into stock for the first time ever. So yeah, $1 Blu-rays, and a lot of people have been talking about it lately, and I've been checking around, and some of my dollar store, or Dollar Tree rather, stores do have them, and some don't have them. The sad thing is that the one that doesn't have them used to be the good Dollar Tree that had all the good stuff, and it's kind of like it switched places with the other one that I went to. But, the only reason it's kind of sad is because the one that was good was closer to my house. But whatever. I was still glad to find the new Blu-rays in stock at the Dollar Tree. Of course, most of them are crap. I'm going to come out right out and say most of them are crap. They're like all Mill Creek Blu-rays and all the Blu-rays that you've seen at stores like Best Buy and Walmart, selling for between $4 and $6 usually. Now it's down to $1, and for these titles, for some of them at least, that's good price. I will pay that. But I also picked up. Sorry. But in addition to those Blu-rays, I also picked up some DVDs, which I'm fondling right now, in the past few weeks. I thought, well, in the past few weeks since I've been looking around for them, basically I found some DVDs at the dollar store too that were worth picking up in my opinion. So I figured, well, why not just give you the whole rundown of everything that I found during my hunt for those elusive dollar Blu-rays. So I'll start off with the Blu-rays, of course. First off, I picked up, as many did, Scenes from a Mall, Woody Allen, Bette Midler. I've never seen it before in my entire life. All I knew, like most of you, it's got Woody Allen. And I like Woody Allen. He's a funny guy. I'm not sure about the picture quality. There are absolutely no special features, but I paid $1 for it. And, I am always interested in checking out more of Woody Allen stuff because historically I have never really seen much of his stuff. A few things here and there, but nothing, significant. And this, I'm not saying significant, but I mean, to get more of his stuff in my collection would be nice. And just to be able to check this out for $1, it's worth it to me. I'm sure it will be at least somewhat entertaining. Anyways, next up, I'll just show you the next two I got. These are the last two Blu-rays I got at the dollar store too. I might go back and pick up some others, but these I just felt like, yeah, these are all I want. In the Earnest collection, that is. Earnest Goes to Camp and Earnest Goes to Jail. These widely recognized by most fans as the best Earnest films in the series. A lot of you will point out, well, there's Ernest Christmas. I know, Ernest Saves Christmas. Also a highly treasured film. And some would say Ernest Scared Stupid. I'm not that big of a fan of that one. I like the creature effects, but it's not that good. Anyways, let me continue here. The thing about these Blu-rays and the reason I never wanted to pick them up was because they're actually not 1080p. If you look on the back, they say 1080p, but they're actually 1080i Blu-rays. According to my knowledge, at least. I'm pretty sure they're only 1080i, which is a strange occurrence. I don't know why they would do that, but yes, they're not actually in 1080p. They're in 1080i, but the transfers are, from what I've heard, fairly good. And another reason I didn't want to pick them up is because I also recently picked up the 3 DVD set that had these two and Ernest Scared Stupid in it, which was another reason I didn't pick up the Blu-ray Ernest Scared Stupid, which was actually in the Dollar Tree that I went to. But yeah, I just picked up these two because these are two of my favorites, and these are ones that I really want on Blu-ray. Even though it's only in 1080i, these are two that I wanted because I knew that despite the fact that they're not full HD, they do look significantly better on Blu-ray than they do on DVD. So yeah, for $1 each, I'm down. I am down. I'm a fan of Mill Creek's work, as I have pointed out several times, and I was totally down with that. So, to move on to the DVDs, I just want to say, These are two documentaries that don't have a lot in common at all, but they are similar, I guess, in some ways. I'm going to point that out. But anyway, first one I want to show you is This Old Cup. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this in your Dollar Tree and just passed it up because you're not really a big sports fan. This is actually a pretty interesting film. I have not actually seen it yet, but from what I know of it, it's a pretty interesting film because it's a documentary about Ron Santo, one of the most notable Cubs in, Cub history. And it was actually directed by his son, Jeff Santo, who has proven himself to be quite the director, quite a good filmmaker. And I recently, like last year, got the opportunity to review one of his later documentaries, came after this, called Off the Boulevard. It was a rather interesting look at, filming things outside of the studio system, doing true independent filmmaking. And it's really not as easy as some people would make it out to be. Obviously, I mean, even those people who acknowledge that it's not very easy, they don't really acknowledge all that is acknowledged in Off the Boulevard. It's a really excellent film, and in that movie, he talks about how he made this movie and how, he just self-distributed it, and all this stuff he had to do just to keep outside of the system, to keep from owing somebody something, and just to keep it pure, really. And so when I found it at the dollar store, had a mix of emotions. I was like, yay, I can finally check this out. And then I was like, he must have had to sell off some of his DVDs just for a couple extra bucks, because why are they sitting here in the dollar store, But, I was glad to find this, and I actually picked up an extra copy. I don't know if and when or who I'm going to give it to, but I just realized that it's probably one of those movies that I'm going to want to be able to share with somebody. Jeff Santo's a great guy. Good friends with Troy Duffy. You really got to check out some of his stuff. And if you can get this at the dollar store, no, it's not on Blu-ray. The previous price for this was $15 new. So, yeah, it's a pretty damn good deal. Anyway, even if you don't like sports, it's a pretty good deal. Anyway, the next one I found, definitely not off the boulevard, but rather on the boulevard, in a manner of speaking, at least. A documentary about the Warner Brothers, entitled The Brothers Warner. I mean, when I saw this, I was just like, I have to get this, because it looks freaking awesome. Does this just not look awesome? It is a film directed or made by Cass Warner Sperling, someone related to the Warners. So it's like a family perspective of the family that created the Warner Brothers studio and whatnot, and just the history behind all of that. That's what I thought was really cool about this when I saw it on the shelf there. I was like, maybe it's like, I just like to hear different perspectives, to see and hear different perspectives of history from different people. So obviously, you don't always get a chance to see the perspective from inside the family, as it were. And I wanted to see it. I instantly saw it and was like, well, I don't see this available for stream or anything anywhere. I've never heard of this before in my entire life, and I don't want to just let it go. It's only $1. I'm definitely going to get this. So yeah, The Brothers Warner, I have not yet seen it, but for $1, I figured, why the hell not? Pretty interesting looking title. And that's about all I picked up at the dollar store in the past few days. So $5, 5 titles. Don't you wish it were always like that? I mean, isn't that just freaking awesome? Look at that. I need to get rid of the garland. Look at the garland. I need to get rid of the garland. It's not Halloween anymore, Garland. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.